That's dangerous.
Man.
Somebody get impaled on that.
Well, I'm glad we found the Necronomicon and found that spell to bring our hands back.
Yeah.
Too bad we had to wear our old outfits to get it to work, but
I'm surprised you think.
You think we can find a spell in here to bring Jeremy back?
I bet hands down you could.
Ha.
I'm missing. Let's see what a Siri says here.
A year.
It has been a year. Good thing we didn't get sucked into that portal.
Just him and Little Gil.
Siri, find a spell to bring Jeremy back to us.
Let me think about that. Okay, I found this on the web for spell to bring Jeremy back to us.
Tatra amistrovin hazarta.
Excited, guys. Good to get Jeremy back.
Yeah.
Mansizon hazan sofar. Saman
Nice breeze out tonight.
Dar his hiker dan de rosa.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh. Siri, find another spell to get Jeremy back.
Oh my god. How Miller's gone.
Checking. Okay, I found this on the web for Siri find other spot to get Jeremy back.
Anlag has no written address.
Hey! Jeremy's back.
Welcome back.
That was close.
Let's review a movie.
Yeah.
Our TV series.
Told you, good shot to the face always gets the juices flowing. Come on, let's tango, bitch.
Hello. Welcome to Wages of Cine. 31 days before 2016.
I'm Stephen Gillen.
I'm Eric Miller.
I'm Dan Beck.
I'm Jeremy Garcia.
If you remember, a year ago, we, the four of us, sat through Evil Dead 1, 2, Army of Darkness, and the remake.
Bring it on.
Here, here.
Groovy. I swear yourself. He bit me. Crap. What are we gonna do?
Did a synopsis.
Oh, we did do the remake too. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
This year, we chose to do Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV series.
Season 1.
Season 1.
Ash has spent the last 30 years avoiding responsibility, maturity, and the terrors of the evil dead until a deadite plague threatens to destroy all of mankind, and Ash becomes mankind's only hope.
A deadite plague that he started, that he's responsible for, and that he can then be the
In
hero
a
for.
marijuana-induced frenzy.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, this I was skeptical going into this because last year we did the reviews and I liked the first one. Part 2 was and I liked Army of Darkness, but I wouldn't say I was like Ash vs. Evil Dead TV series, yeah, and I didn't think I was skeptical whether it would be part of my I gotta watch The Walking Dead and I gotta watch Game of Thrones, and so I thought, let me get this show out of the way so I can get ready for this review. But in the end, I actually enjoyed it. I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I think a big part of that is Ash's character in the writing. He's kind of a sexist, semi-racist piece of garbage.
She got possessed. I cut her head off with a shovel, then she did this crazy dance in the moonlight. I put her head in a vice, and I cut it with a chainsaw. She did have a rockin' bod, though.
But it's funny. So, but I actually enjoyed it. I had fun watching it.
I think Ash, he's not so much sexist and semi-racist as he just doesn't know.
Here's why I cut to several examples.
After I lost this hand became extra sensitive. The reason I bring this up, Nancy, is I'm not going to be able to pay that check. But I think I've got something much more valuable I can give you. Much more than $22.89. Double that at least.
No, I think he's one of those people that they just say it. It's not that they're trying to be
Yeah,
racist
I
or
see what
something.
you're
It's
saying,
either
yeah.
he's just
They don't have a filter.
it's just he just says it like it is, and
I know
it
many
comes
people
out
like
that way.
Yeah, true. I see your point. Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I was looking forward to it. I had apprehensions that they were just going to totally make it for the masses, not for fans,
Yeah.
and that it would probably turn out terrible. So I didn't want to get my hopes up too high, but I really enjoyed it. A lot of good stuff going on in it. I mean, from that opening,
From that
the
opening.
opening when he goes into the bar, I was like,
You know,
yeah,
that when
this
I
is gonna be
first, that
awesome.
was, you know, I watched that and I'm like, I'm psyched up, Ash, Evil Dead, I love it. And then I saw the bar, the bathroom bar, and I was like, what's going on here? We don't need this. This is not, this is not Evil Dead. But then there's a quick switch, and I was like, oh yeah.
For those who don't know, there's a scene where Ash is engaging in sexual activity with someone else in the bathroom, making sweet love.
But
in
I mean,
the
he's
bar
got a
bathroom.
wooden hand. It's just a
Yeah.
nice carved wooden hand, and he's just like smacking it. He's just like smacking it. He's just like smacking it.
I think I did. But yeah, after that, and that it quickly improved. I'm not used to hearing the F word in Evil Dead movies, so I was like, was that really necessary? But it kind of fits, and then the more they use it, which is pretty frequently, I was like, oh yeah, well, it's saturating
Just
me
kind
now.
of grows
Well,
on you.
they've taken the movies have taken they took a weird path. Is you have the first Evil Dead 1, which I think was trying to be a genuine horror film, and then 2, it was like we've got a budget and we're kind of like, I think they wanted to redo some of the stuff, but in trying to redo some of the first film, they ended up kind of making things more silly and trying to get a little more slapstick with it, which led to them just going whatever for Army of Darkness and it being completely. So 2 is the weakest for me because it's kind of just doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah.
It's trying to
See,
try and be in both worlds. Army of Darkness goes full on whatever.
I started with 2.
And-
That's
and-
why I love 2 so
Yeah, I
much.
started
I don't
with
hate
1.
2, but it's just for me it's the weakest one.
Yeah.
But I feel like and now where we are now with the show, I feel Ash has just become it's all on his shoulders. It's no longer the show doesn't feel like the Deadites and all that, and we're in that world and we've put our character into that world. It feels like Ash is who we're gonna follow. We're gonna follow him to work. We're gonna follow him wherever. And it's just like, well, we gotta have him fight Deadites, and so it just feels like it's Ash's thing now.
When evil shows up, it blows up. Still working on the slogan.
It's not really about the Deadites and about what's happening. It's just Ash now. Like he's the embodiment of the entire series of whatever it is. And so
Nothing's really changed for Ash in 30 years.
No.
He's still working at a convenience store.
It's not the S-Mart anymore.
Not
Not
the
S-Mart.
S-Mart.
It's
Yeah.
Value
Value
Mart.
Yeah.
But he's still,
sad.
he's just living kind of crumbly and
He's got a sweet trailer that he lives in.
Yeah.
right,
Still
and,
at
like
the
a-
Delta.
and it's huge.
Streamlined.
You
Yeah,
look-
once you get
yeah,
inside,
yeah,
it just
yeah.
opens up.
It's
You
always
look-
bigger on the inside.
On the outside, it's just this tiny little rinky-dink trailer, and you get inside, you're like, now we've entered the set. It's like,
Some things that I read that they did not have permission from, I think, Universal to reference Army of Darkness. Like, they said all this stuff still happened, but they couldn't directly reference it. Like, they showed flashbacks to both Evil Dead 1 and 2 in the show.
But, yeah, not need-
This new season, they do have permission to actually refer directly to Army of Darkness. So.
okay, that's what I thought.
Well,
I thought that too.
Universal is probably like, crap. We're missing out on this.
And I like that they did make those callbacks throughout mostly towards the latter half of the season. We see a few more little quick flashbacks of the first and second movie, mostly the first. And I appreciated that. I was afraid at first that we would see it would be like Evil Dead 2, where it just feels like we cut to half of the first movie in that film. And but they always kept it really short and nice. But I'm curious, what's your favorite moment from each of you? Like your favorite moment out of the season, like one moment.
I gotta go with 1.
I know. I mean, I can start with mine. I feel like, for me, towards the end of the season, they work their way back to the cabin from the first movie, and which I thought was cool. But it definitely got more serious. There wasn't as many humorous kind of tongue-in-cheek moments. There were more serious moments, and so I liked how right as it was getting serious. There's a scene with Pablo gets the book's face on his face, and it gets pretty dark. Facebook, yeah, it gets pretty dark. And right before Ash is about to go in and save him, he has an encounter with a little kid demon.
That scared him.
That's crawling all over him.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
And it culminates with Ash putting his shotgun in his mouth and raising it up and just blowing the crap out of this little kid demon. And it was hilarious.
Someone needs to wash your mouth out, kid. And that someone is me.
And I got looks from others in the room. It was still I was laughing so bad.
It's a good mix of comedy and horror. There's definitely gore in this.
There is.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah, what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I don't think it goes. You can't go an episode without the majority of the actors getting completely covered in gore.
Mommy should have taught you to knock.
Which is fun, but
And
must
then
have been.
The next scene, it's like.
And they're all wiping it off and completely clean. But other favorite moments? What's your favorite moment from the series?
This isn't my favorite moment, but just on a note where they're clean when they come back. There's he gets his window just shattered out, and he's driving down the road and the window's back up. It's it comes and goes all through it, which I like that. That was kind of good. I think mine was when they go to Pablo's uncle's house.
Okay. The
And
Brujo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the girl gets possessed,
Yeah.
and they have her chained up, and
Yeah, it's
then
coming out of her
thing
mouth
comes
and
out of her
stuff.
mouth.
Yeah.
It's that was pretty.
They did a good job with that demon.
Yeah.
He's twitching and stuff where I would have been I'm not doing that effect. He's just going to be the demon.
Okay, first off, you don't look anything like your photos, so you might want to update that.
He's going to be standing there.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a favorite. I noticed the little calling cards back, when the magic store, the Beyond Belief, the back of the card. If you looked at the address, it was a 1973 Olds, which is the car he drives, which I thought was just brilliant to throw in there. If you paying attention, you saw it. I guess I like the return of the hand, his severed hand from part 2.
Okay. That did culminate into
I am-
the scene with the clones that I really liked.
I am
too.
very glad that the hand came back in a good way, not in just suddenly the hand appears and is attacking people. I thought it was well written.
Yeah.
All right, Steven?
I like all the demons in this a lot. And I guess the first one that I remember seeing from the episode, was it one? It was the neighbor, right? Ash's neighbor, when she comes in to attack him in the trailer.
Yeah,
The
it's the
first
very end of
That
episode 1.
That was okay, I'm back on board and I feel good about the show.
Where she's in slow motion. Every time he gets his chainsaw hand, he's got to be slow motion, click into the
Yeah.
air. But
So the Deadites are a lot of fun in this, and that was the first one, and that's probably my favorite.
I like to see the woman when the 2 cops were in the house at the beginning, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
turns her head around, and she puts her hands backwards and
Yeah.
starts coming. I was like, I was
Yeah.
legitimately
pulling an exorcist coming down the
because I
stairs.
wasn't,
thing.
I've never been scared for any of the Evil Deads before. They
Yeah.
didn't actually scare me. This was whoa.
Well, that was actually the girl he was smoking up when they read the.
Yeah.
Bring her back.
You gonna do our rating?
Heck yeah.
So how does this work?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Well, we had the poop scale, we had the regular scale. Poop scale on 5, you liked it. 1 poop, you didn't like it. Then the regular scale, you find an object in the movie.
I will say real quick jump in. I don't know if anyone else noticed when he goes to the cabin in the cellar, Freddy Claw's still there.
Nice.
Anybody
Oh,
pick
was
that
it?
up?
Yeah.
No,
I was
didn't
like,
see it.
yes, that just made it. I was like,
Because I was like, they've got to. If they don't, then,
I actually rewound it to make sure it was the Freddy Claw. It was still there. Sorry.
All right, so reviews.
What are you gonna rate it? You want me to? I'll start.
I'll start.
I've been
I wanna
thinking about this.
Pick this object first before anyone else picks it.
Dang it. You better not take my object. I'll hurt you.
I mean, well, this is your object. It's not creative.
Okay, never mind.
Four Necronomicon. No, I'm just kidding.
5 chainsaws. 5 chainsaws, because, I'll
Chainsaw or chainsaw hand?
chainsaw hands.
Well, you gotta be specific.
Or whatever's easier to find in a ping format.
No, yeah, for sure.
Chainsaw hands, because it's, I love the show and I'm enjoying it.
I will also give it 5. You're gonna hate me for this. 5 Lucy Lawless side boobs when she rises from the ashes. You can bleep it out. Put our faces on it.
All right.
That's right.
Will do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this.
Lucy Lawless or
Both.
The show. All her tape.
I'm gonna give it 5 Ols.
5 what?
Olds.
Car.
Car.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's a Delta, by the way.
Is it?
Oldenburg Delta.
Delta 88?
73.
Oh, okay. Delta 73.
Okay. I'm going to give it 4 Necronomicons. And just because I thought when it got to the cabin in like the last 3 episodes, I felt like it
Yeah.
kept the whole pace of the whole being funny and balancing the funny and the humor and but with the horror elements too. And I felt like it dipped a little too horror. I just wanted to see more funny moments from it. I still liked it, but it was just kind of like I wanted it to keep that pace throughout. But yeah, 4.5 Necronomicons. And,
cool.
so that's our Ash vs. Evil Dead review. And since that camera's definitely shut off by now, we should look to that one for a sign off.
So that concludes our 31 Days of Horror, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
For this year.
Yeah.
For this year, 2016.
Did you enjoy 31 Days of Horror? Let us know in the comments below.
Did we ramble? Let us know that in the comments below too.
Probably did. But all right, thank you for watching and joining us. And we'll see you next 31 Days of Horror.
For probably season 2.
Yeah, for probably season 2, which we'll record also in October.
And we're wearing the exact same shirts.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna shove this right up some deadites' ass. Yeah!